Hello, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Deidre Reigel Hope and Healing Radio Show. This is no ordinary podcast. This production has heart and soul, healing and wisdom, artists and authors. Deidre has spent her entire life promoting people, projects, and products that further hope and healing. She has also been a positive force in the entertainment industry as a vocalist, performer, musician, composer, conductor, author, and healer. You will be in good hands spending this time with her and her guests as they will guide you into another space where you can relax and feel their positive energy. Thank you for joining us. And now, here is the amazing Deidre Reigel with her special guest.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part one of a brand new series on gratitude. And we are very excited about initiating the series and seeing continue. So today's guest is Lupita Escamilla Serna. Before I start to talk with her, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this amazing woman and why I am so excited to have her on the show today and feel so honored at her presence and the gifts that she brings. Lupita is a native of New Mexico. She's the mother of two and a grandmother to one, and they are all beautiful girls. Lupita graduated College of Santa Fe with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Psychology. Her career has included 3 months as acting director for Roswell Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Albuquerque Public School Board as secretary, and a 21-year career at Sandia National Laboratories in various administrative positions before medically retiring. And we'll come back and talk about what that medically retiring actually entailed for her. During Lupita's recovery, she learned Reiki and became a Reiki Master and is now the owner of Dharma Reiki Day Spa, where she is an esthetician. And that Dharma Reiki Day Spa is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let me give some contact information for Lupita because I have a feeling you're going to want to connect with her. So first of all, her website is Dharma Reiki and Day Spa, and I'd like to spell that. It's D as in David, H as in Harry, A-R-M-A. Reiki is spelled R-E-I-K-I, and of course the rest of that is and Day Spa. So that's Dharma Reiki and Day Spa is her website. Phone number is 505-302-5540. That's 505-302-5540. Email is okumi@gmail.com, and I am going to spell that one also. O as in orange, K as in kitchen, O-O, M as in Mary, I@gmail.com. Lupita is also on Facebook as Lupita Escamilla Serna, and I am going to take one last round of spelling here, folks, to spell her beautiful name. It is L as in Larry, U, P as in Peter, I, T as in Thomas, A. The middle name is Escamilla, E-S-C-A-M-I-L-L-A. The last name is Serna, S-E-R-N-A, and she is on Facebook. Now, all of these wonderful things said about this amazing woman, welcome, Lupita, to the Deidre Reigel Hope and Healing Radio Show.
Deidre, thank you for having me. I am so grateful. I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude to be here. Thank you.
What a great place to be, Lupita. Wow. I'm so excited for us to have this conversation and for people to hear your gratitude. So I want to get right to the questions. First of all, Lupita, what is gratitude to you?
Oh, my goodness. Gratitude is a way of living. It's everything. Gratitude is the focus of pure love and joy from a gift. And if you look at everything as a gift, you live in gratitude all the time. And that gift that instantaneously connects us to our divinity is gratitude. It is an overwhelming love and joy.
That is so beautifully said, Lupita. it's a focus of love and joy, and that you said it instantly connects us to our divinity. And I wonder if when we humans get busy with the day or get busy with our lives and we've lost our sense of gratitude, if we've also lost our sense of being connected to our own divinity.
Well, I think that is the root of all illnesses, is being disconnected from our divinity.
Yes, that's a real challenge because we live in a world that calls us into so much chaos, or could call us if we permit it. We're surrounded with so much chaos and so much distraction. And I believe it takes a great deal of intentional focus to remain in a state of gratitude, no matter what. And I love this definition. Absolutely.
And gratitude is intentional. And for it to remain a way of life is intentional. It's a focus of your being, or a portion of your being. But it's part of you. Mm. And when we focus on becoming whole, we always live in gratitude. So
of course,
yes, and so that is gratitude where I am at this point.
Well, you have lived through quite an event in your life, and it causes me to move into the second question I'd like to ask you. Sustained some very serious injuries several years ago, and it caused you to, as you say, medically retire from a wonderful job. And I know that you're doing completely different work now than you were in your job. Before I ask you about what type of work you're doing now, do you mind to share with us a brief story of what happened to you with these injuries, Lupita?
Certainly. I don't mind at all, because I think that my story will help someone. Hopefully it will be inspirational to someone, because there's always change. We can always change. It's just a matter of making up our minds. So in everyone's defense, before I go on, I just want to say that the energy we create is the energy we call. And so the life that I was living was a lower frequency than I am now. And so it invites things of lower frequency to be in your sphere. So what happened to me was that I was assaulted. In a nutshell, I was assaulted. I broke my neck. I sustained a mild traumatic brain injury. And I had to learn so many things all over again. I had to retire from the laboratory. I was there for 21 years, and I anticipated being there for probably 10 more. But part of the lower frequency was being very unhappy with what I was doing and not looking inside myself. And when we talk about being so busy that we don't have gratitude, that's where I was. The noise of the world was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. And so I was living a low-frequency life. And so when that happened, all these other things, I had a brain injury. The right side of my face was droopy. My speech was slurred. I broke my neck. I had nystagmus. And it was difficult, because even after I went through physical therapy, I still had to recall things. And if you can imagine going to the grocery store and getting groceries, and then the clerk tells you the amount, and you don't know what that means, that's where I was.
Wow.
And but with physical therapy, speech therapy, all of the therapy, occupational therapy, and with counseling, I healed, but I was so much in pain with my neck and my head because of the swelling in my brain. All I wanted to do was have some relief. And I didn't want to be on medication anymore because the medications were going up to OxyContin, and, drinking was involved in my life, too, at that time. And so I was seeing all these things as a result of what happened to me. I was starting to take a step back and look at my life. And I also just wanted relief for my neck and my head. And so I learned Reiki just for my own sake. And I had Reiki. I was probably about 33 years old when I had Reiki by a Catholic nun. And I thought, well, if she can do it, it must be okay if she's doing it. But that was even my mindset back then. And our Western society has kind of indoctrinated us that back then that these Eastern modalities were not good for us, but we're finding now that these are the best for us.
Yes.
And so in healing myself, I had to practice on other participants. So I was calling my friends, and they were seeing some magnificent results from Reiki, and I was too. And my therapist and I noticed that my therapy was moving along quickly, all my occupational therapies and so on. And by the way, this event happened about 4.5 years ago. It happened at a lake. I hit my head on the side of the boat, fell into the water, and all these things happened. I was assaulted. But in all of this, so now this is where gratitude comes in, because I look at every single tear, every painful moment, every difficult step of that time as a beautiful, the most beautiful event, time in my life, because it has helped me to get where I am now. And so the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation sent me to school to be an Aesthetician because they thought I knew how to put makeup on. So I went. And in all of this, I started a small business. It's still very small. I'm still mom and pop. I work 3 days a week, and it's growing one cell at a time, one piece of equipment at a time. But really it's the Reiki right now that is pulling me through and bringing me to manifest all these other things. I started in my home with just my friends, and it grew to about 15 people a week, and I then needed some space. So this whole beautiful little business manifested from that. But the biggest thing that manifested was my divine relationship with God, with myself, with all the healing that has taken place. I am not even the same person that I was 5 years ago, not even a year ago. And so I'm completely evolving all the time. And my brain, my speech is getting better. I have to pause every once in a while to recall a word. But really, in the grand scheme of things, I have recovered very, very nicely.
And you've created something brand new. The remarkable thing that I heard in you telling your story just now, Lupita, is that you said you were not in a state of gratitude, and now you are. And I just praise you for the courage to live through this event in your life. And I would like to express my gratitude to listen to your story. It reminds me to be grateful. And I would like to express my gratitude to you as another divine being on the planet, that you have come through this with such a grace and a dignity that you are inspiring others, and you are adding to the goodness and the gratitude energy on the planet. Thank you, Lupita, for everything you are contributing to our world. Thank you.
Thank you, Deidre, and thank you to your listeners, too,
yes.
because them just listening and receiving the vibration of gratitude, they themselves are spreading gratitude. So thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely. This is so exciting. So if we talk about Reiki, and I'm a Reiki practitioner myself, so I have a lot of understanding, a lot of respect for it. You do something a little bit different with your Reiki, with tuning forks. Do you mind to tell us about that a little bit, Lupita?
I don't mind at all. I love telling people about tuning forks. The tuning forks are tuned to the various chakras. Our chakras have their own frequencies. And so I have tuning forks that are tuned to the vibrations of the various, to the hertz of the frequencies. And as soon as your chakra hears the vibration, it straightens up, it centers, and it clears. It's very powerful. I've seen some beautiful results with pure Reiki, and pure Reiki is beautiful. In addition to the pure Reiki, I do use the tuning forks, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, well, of course, we're made of sound, is my theory, and exactly. This is wonderful what you're doing. How you're helping people, Lupita. Really wonderful. What are some of the benefits of Reiki that people can expect?
With Reiki, people can experience a deep sense of relaxation. We talked about this noise that gets in the way of preventing us from being divine. And Reiki allows you the opportunity to live in a suntan, the way I described it yesterday, a suntan of divinity, for a few, for during the treatment. But then it's my client's responsibility to carry that frequency, that divine energy with them and become it. And so it is very healing. It helps you to relax. And when we relax, we heal more completely physically as well. And so I do credit the Reiki, the meditation, with my physical healing as well. And I myself have seen my clients not have to have surgery or recover from cancer. Just beautiful, beautiful, what you would call miracles, but really it's creating the energy for these things to happen.
Yes.
It's beautiful. You sleep better. You become more aware. And when you become more aware, if you are married and you have a good relationship with your partner, it becomes better because you're aware. If you have a bad relationship, you become aware, and then you discard things that no longer serve you. Things that prevent you from being your divine highest self move away. And that's what Reiki does, is help you to be completely centered, completely aligned, cleansed, and cleared. Your thoughts are high. I mean, there is no way that you can make a bad decision after you've had Reiki. There's no way.
Powerful. Totally powerful and very exciting. Do you, for your clients, ever do long-distance healing sessions, Lupita?
I do. Yes, I do. A session lasts 1 hour of quiet, uninterrupted time, and we can connect via FaceTime, Messenger, video, Skype. I can receive payments before the session. via PayPal or Apple Pay. And if you just want to have a quiet session and me be here on the other side and send you pure divine Reiki, we can have that too. But I do like to be connected with my clients so that they know what I'm doing, so that they can hear the sound of the tuning forks while we're doing Reiki. And at the time, if I have any intuitive insight information, I'll pass that along to them as well.
Yes, the value and the benefit of our technology today, and the fact that we're all beautifully connected on this planet. Now, you've talked about the benefits of Reiki for yourself and where it's led you, and I think one of the things that has come out of your recovery and this beautiful recreation that's happened in your life with yourself is the gift of painting has shown up in your life. So I'd like to ask you to expound on that, Lupita.
Painting is so beautiful. So I've never painted in my life before January. In January, I went to a paint night with one of my girlfriends, and it was as if someone had injected heroin into me. But I knew that I knew how to do this, and I knew that I could do it well. And so this heroin, this painting heroin, just runs through me, and I almost have an obsession to paint. And I have painted for people. I've done commissioned paintings. People love their animals to be painted. I did a logo for a woman who purchased a painting from me. I'm open to anything. I just love painting. I was just going to say that I don't know if it is the Reiki that is bringing out the divine that already exists in me and I didn't know it, or if my brain cells, my neuron pathways have created just different ways, and so that lives in me. If this is a past life thing for me, which it feels more like it is, but, I'm so grateful for this. I'm grateful. I just have a beautiful, sweet life.
I have such a smile of joy and gratitude on my face. It's hard for me to sit still even, Lupita, as you share your stories. I've seen your work posted on Facebook, and I've made my comments on Facebook on your page that your painting is stunning. It feels as though I can reach out and touch it. And
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen listening, if you've not seen Lupita's work, friend her on Facebook or go to her page. Take a look at the painting because it is divine. It is pouring forth from you. It is coming from this sacred divine place, Lupita, and I personally would love to see more of it flowing out of you. Are your paintings for sale?
My paintings are for sale. If you just contact me and send me a picture of what it is that you'd like for me to paint, or even a concept, I can do that for you, and we can talk about price.
Perfect.
My last painting sold for $520. So they're quite beautiful, and my client cried when she saw her painting.
Of course.
There's
contributing beauty.
I am amazed every time I paint. I can't believe that I just did that. So.
I understand, and I'm sure people listening understand as well the amazement, understanding the great gifts that are within all of us, and the releasing, the bringing forth, the sharing of those gifts is so important and creates such a flow of generosity and gratitude. Lupita, I know we're coming to the end of our time, and it's with great reluctance that I say that, but I know that we have X amount of time today. What is next for you?
I am open to whatever the universe has for me. I believe that painting is involved in it. I believe that spiritual community growth is involved in it. There just is no stopping. I feel like my little spa business is going to grow. There's so many opportunities out there, and whatever the universe has for me, I am open here with gratitude and joy and whatever it is I'm supposed to do, may it be done.
Oh, amen, amen. Lupita, I want to thank you. I do thank you from my heart for taking time out of your schedule today, sharing yourself and your story so openly and freely, and again, for contributing beauty, generosity, and gratitude to our world. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Many blessings to you.
Oh, indeed, and many blessings to our listeners. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to be in touch with this marvelous woman, again, her website is Dharma, Reiki, and Day Spa. Phone number is 505-302-5540. Her Gmail address is okoomi@gmail.com, and that is okoomi@gmail.com. And again, she is very visible on Facebook. So we have been speaking today with Lupita Escamilla Serna about gratitude. And ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a day filled with gratitude and blessing. Till next time, bye-bye, and take good care of you because you are precious.
The views and opinions expressed by our guests are not necessarily those of this podcast, nor is any content intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any illness of any kind, or substitute for proper professional care in this regard. We sincerely hope you have enjoyed today's show. If you're not already a subscriber, please click on the link and join our ever-growing community of goodwill. If you would like to be a guest on our show, please contact us at drhoperadio@gmail.com. That's drhoperadio@gmail.com. All of us here at the Deidre Reigel Hope and Healing Radio Show wish you a day filled with hope and joy. Till next time, namaste.